Okay, dear Dhamma friends, we are going to start the second question and answer session. So we have received several written questions. We will start the session with written questions.
Saranai Bante,
Yeah.
There are 6 questions today.
Yeah.
The first one. Avasarai Bante, I was trying to pay attention to the fading away of thoughts. However, I realized the starting point is always at the point of arising. When I give a command like Sanya, Nirodha, the thought almost instantly vanishes. This kind of prompting happens each time, and a thought arose. Should I just watch the thought naturally fade away, or is it okay to prompt with a short command? Theruvan Saranai.
No harm. I mean, you can do that kind of reminder or a little bit of giving a little command, and it's possible. It's another method. Depends on your approach. Say sometimes we have to remind ourselves, okay, this is not mine, this is not me. I mean, these are merely thoughts. Likewise, I mean, you have to little charge the battery. You have to little remind ourselves. But maybe later time, you don't need to even tell that. You can simply be mindful about it. Then the thought may naturally fade away. So it depends on the situation. So when you think typical bare attention or say paying simple attention is not enough, still thoughts are remaining and many thoughts are still coming, that indicates some amount of reminder, some amount of say recollection, command may be useful. So depending on the situation you can use. So using it is not harmful. But anyway, naturally, slowly you may understand, okay, even just looking at it, just paying your attention, just being aware, just establishment of mindfulness would be enough. So then you are not promoting it. You are not very much getting deluded by thoughts. Then they simply go away. That situation you don't need to do any kind of forceful commandment or commanding or say so many activities, because naturally they will fade away. So I mean, things become more and more natural, more and more simplified. So that is the path. Yeah. So we are continuing. If anyone want to say participate, please raise your hand. Yeah. Okay.
Reverend Bante, all of us are indebted to you for taking our valuable time and energy to fulfill and support us in our meditation practices here at Kalalgoda. Relating to Vatta,
Vassa.
W-A-T-T-E, written and Vatta.
Uh-huh.
We understand Vipaka Vatta.
Yeah, Vipaka.
Being the results of all good and bad deeds. Also, Kilesa Vatta as the causes making one's mind polluted. Shall be very glad if you can elaborate and explain Kamma Vatta. May all of us be able to overcome all the kammas and attain Nibbana.
Yeah, Kamma Vatta, Vipaka Vatta, Kilesa Vatta. I mean, these are one way of explaining how we are continuously born again and again into samsara. So, Kamma Vatta is one thing, say we have all done something in the past, even in the present. Say, bodily we have various bodily actions, verbally we have doing various actions, and we are sometimes volitionally thinking. And all these things have to be, first of all, have to have a strong volition. If we are simply going through some typical activities without much volition, then they are not generating much karma. But willfully, volitionally, when you are doing something purposely, that generates karma. Similarly, willfully, volitionally, you are telling something as a person, doing it strongly, telling it strongly, thinking strongly, the volition is involved. And then karmas are generating, karmas are accumulating. And at a given moment, when the conditions are satisfied, then they may reap results. So now, say for example, suppose you have done something in the past life, to not you are being a owner of a fuel station. So many people are coming, but you are not issuing fuel. But now you are in the audience. You are a typical person. You don't own a fuel station now. Now you are going to a fuel station to earn or buy fuel. Now fuel is available. Situations are available. Now that owner is not giving you fuel. Maybe you can relate it to your past karma. But what we do, so we are not taking it as a karma. We blame the government, we blame the fuel, say the owner and this and that and so much of things. So we are adding our own stuff to the situation. Now this is where the Kilesa Vatta now. So Kamma Vatta is now giving you results. Now you are going through the consequences. But we are not taking it in that angle. But we take it personally. We have to take some action. We have to react. So he is wrong, I am correct. How long I am being in the queue? I was in the first. Blah blah. So much of things are there for you to aggravate the situation. So adding, you are getting boiled. So we are never allowing the karma to fade away. So I am not telling that everything is happening due to karma, but certain situations, whenever they are going to give results, so we are adding our own stuff. We are promoting further defilements. Now on top of kamma vatta, now we are adding kilesa vatta as well. So many defilements are now adding to the picture. And then karma comes, and karma as a potential available, they are going to give results as vipaka. They are going to give results, fruits. At that time we are adding more defilements. Now we are going on an endless cycle. I mean, we are not allowing the karma to slowly fade away. We are not simply reaping the results and going through it, surrendering it. We are not doing it. We add more karma. We generate more defilements. It's continuation, going on and on. But on the other hand, assume that you understood, okay, things are going wrong. I mean, things are pretty bad. Maybe due to karma, doesn't matter. Okay, let me calm down. Let me accept things. Radical acceptance. So you are calm, quiet. Okay, hardships. Okay, I can bear it. So karma is now fading away. I mean and again the results are. I mean you are getting the fruits, but you are not reacting. You are not adding your own stuff. You are not doing any construction, preparation, fabrication, and not adding any defilement. You are not promoting defilements. So what would happen? Some amount of karma, when they are giving fruits, bearing fruits, okay, they have given fruits, done, gone. And the beautiful thing is, when we are going through all these vipaka, some others are accumulating. Can't help. It's a vicious cycle. Say you have now, say for example, King Bimbisara. So there is a karma for him to go through. Due to some reason, he had vipaka that his what you call the foot has to be cut, and a lot of injuries, wounds, whole sort of suffering is as a potential available. And ultimately he has to go through it, and his own son is doing it. Now he, by the way, being a good person, being a noble person, he didn't accumulate karma, by the way. I mean King Bimbisara. But how about his son? His own son accumulated a lot of karma, even Anantariya karma, his son accumulated. So King Bimbisara is basically fading his own karma. King Ajasatta is accumulating his own karma. It's a vicious cycle. So that's why, I mean, we should not participate in another one's karma unnecessarily. That's why, I mean, say someone has a kind of a potential to go through some bad thing. So don't be an agent of implementing it. Hope you understand what I am telling. So we don't need to be an agent of someone else's implementing of his karma. So if you are taking like that, so why are you participating in, and ultimately you are the ones unnecessarily accumulating someone else's karma by going through some participation. He may be finishing it, you may be accumulating it. So really vicious cycle. Really vicious cycle. So that's why we have to be fairly mindful whenever we are going through some incidents, maybe family incident, maybe society at large. So things are happening, but if we can simply cautious about the situation without jumping to conclusions, without quickly reacting, we can be careful about what's really going on without volitionally involving. So typically that's how people are trying to make yourself aggressive, and then you become a person. I want to do something. I have to take revenge. That's how you are going to take revenge, to participate. You as a person. So that individuality. So when you get angry, how much of a personality as an individual has come forward. So huge intention is involved. So accumulating huge amount of karma. But on the other hand, say like even yesterday we discussed when Buddha went through that Veranja, so he just surrendered to that. Being the Buddha, he just surrendered. Maybe he understood maybe his past karma. He surrendered to it. He didn't even ask Venerable Moggallana to get the delicious fruit from somewhere else, but he simply accepted. Maybe my karma, fine. Let me pass it. Let me go through it. So that's a kind of an example he has given. Actually, the problem is we can't really know what are the real situations which are reaping because of karma. It's beyond our vision, beyond our understanding. Say, for example, there are 10 incidents available. You are going through some 10 kinds of situations. Among these 10, how you distinctly know this particular incident happened due to karma? Very difficult. That is one situation. That's why we can assess. Okay, it is not due to climate, not due to my own say bodily situation. So likewise, you can discard all other possible reasons. Still, things are happening. Then probably there's a higher possibility it is happening due to karma. On such situation, we have to surrender. We have to calm down. We have to accept. Just bear it. Go through it. Then maybe after a while, things may be all right. I can remember one little story. There is, father and son. So I think this is a real story. Happened in Sri Lanka. Father and son. So they were doing well, but due to some reason, after passing away, just before passing away, the father has taken kind of a loan from some person, and he couldn't pay off. And before that, he passed away. And he was born as a bull. You know bull, right? Ox. So that ox being somehow going through various different stages and ultimately come to that the person who owned that money. Now this bull is continuously doing work. You can understand, right? Every day you are being put into the bullock cart and now you are paying off. You are paying off. But somehow his son, is now different story. Now this is happening in one incident, but son is continuing his typical things. And he went through some, this horoscopes or whatever things, and he somehow get to know his father has born as a cow, rather a bull, and at the particular time, at a particular place, now he got some information. Now he started searching. And he went through tracing where it is now. And ultimately he found he is there. It is there. And once he get to know that, he pay off the thing. He pay off the debt. And I heard, according to that story, that at that moment this cow has passed away. The bull has somehow